Hello students, welcome to Affairscloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana, and many more. Not just this, apart from this, we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students. So such friends, I'll highly suggest you to watch our video, as they will be very beneficial for you in the long. Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of 4th of May. So let's start. First question is, India along with which country signed an MOU for industrial research and development, right? For industrial research and development, recently India signed an MOU with which country? So India signed an MOU with Israel, and this MOU was for industrial research and development. Correct? Here we will be sharing various key technology with each other. We will be sharing data with each other, right? Research work will be shared with each other, and together these two countries signed an MOU that we will be working towards industrial research and development. Then next question can be asked is, which department of India signed this MOU? So from India it was your CSIR, and from Israel it was DDR&D. What is CSIR? Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. What is DDR&D? It is your Directorate of Defense Research and Development. Right? They together signed this MOU. The key technology areas under this MOU, they include aerospace, electronics, civil, infrastructure engineering, ecology, environment, earth and ocean science, and water, mineral, metals, etc. Correct? Also remember, the year 2023 marks the 30 years of successful diplomatic relations between India and Israel. Correct? What is the capital of Israel? Jerusalem. Right? So remember this. Here you can see it is India's CSIR and Israel's DDR&D that signed an MOU on industrial research and development and cooperation. Remember, recently Maruti is also setting up their plant in Haryana, and that will be in IMT Kharkhoda. Correct? And it will be one of the largest plant in India, and here electric vehicles will be developed, and it is expected that by the mid of 2024 or by the starting of 2025 this plant will be operational. Moving on. Who launched Vivad Se Vishwas scheme? Vivad Se Vishwas, this scheme was launched for providing relief to MSME sector, right? And this was for the COVID-19 period. So which is the ministry? It is your Department of Expenditure that comes under the Ministry of Finance. So you can say that Department of Expenditure that comes under the Ministry of Finance, they have recently launched the scheme that is Vivad Se Vishwas relief to MSMEs for providing basic relief to MSME sector for COVID-19 period, right? And this was launched on the lines of the Union Budget for 2024 that was recently announced by our Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman ji. The scheme was commenced from 17th of April and the last date for the submission is June 30 here. Under this particular scheme, ministries have been asked to refund performance security, bid security, and liquidated the damages deducted during the COVID-19 pandemic. Right? Apart from this, the government will be providing additional benefits to eligible MSMEs that were affected during this period. 95% of the performance security forfeited shall be refunded. 95% of the bid security shall be refunded. 95% of the liquidated damages deducted shall be refunded, right? And in any case, firm has been debarred from using or from debarred only due to the default in the execution of such contracts. Such debarment shall also be revoked. Also, no interest shall be paid on such refunded amount. Correct? Moving on. Next is Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog has recently released Best Practices in School Sector, a compendium 2023 in collaboration with United Nations Development Program. First of all, where is UNDP? The headquarter of UNDP is in New York. Correct? So Niti Aayog, in collaboration with United Nations Development Program, they have released a compendium that is Best Practices in Social Sector, a compendium for 2023. This was launched to commemorate the 75 years of India's independence, and it also highlights the 75 case studies which truly highlight the theme achievement at 75 at the local level. Correct? Also remember the case studies that have been launched here. These 75 case studies have been sourced from 28 states and 8 union territories over the 30 ministries and departments of the government of India. Who is the vice chairperson for Niti Aayog? Suman K. Berry. Alright. Also, the compendium is a compilation of various innovations in policy making at national and at state levels in 14 key sectors that include your healthcare, education, agriculture, IT, environment, etc. Also, the 75 case studies, which include the best practices, have been chosen from over 200 innovative initiatives that are received from various states and union territories. The 75 best practices highlights the models which are innovative, sustainable, replicable, and impactful. Correct? So remember, coming back, it was your Niti Aayog along with UNDP that have launched this compendium for best practices in social sector for 2023. Next, Indian Army. Indian Army's MES, that is your Military Engineer Services. So Indian Army's Military Engineer Services of Jhansi in UP, they have signed a memorandum of understanding with which IIT to convert Indian Army stations or cantonments into carbon neutral campuses. I repeat, in order to convert the Indian Army's cantonments or Indian Army stations into a carbon neutral campuses, this Indian Army MES, Indian Army's Military Engineer Services, signed an MOU with which IIT? It is your IIT Kanpur. Correct? So Indian Army's MES of Jhansi UP, they have signed an MOU with IIT Kanpur in order to convert the campuses or the cantonments of the Indian Army into carbon neutral campuses. Correct? Under this, 5 MES of Jhansi cantonment campuses will be converted into a net zero carbon, zero net zero energy, net zero water, and net zero waste campuses in a phased manner. Right? Also, the transformation of army cantonments will be done on the basis of crucial parameters of net zero, including energy resource consumption, carbon footprint, sustainable alternatives adoptions, etc. This initiative will not only help in reducing carbon emission but also in conserving the natural resources. Also, we know that the plan of India or government of India to become carbon neutral is 2070. Here you can see Indian Army's MES signed an MOU with IIT Kanpur for making cantonments carbon neutral. Next is AIME. This is an exercise that was initiated with in which Singapore, in which country it has to be done, but answer is given here. So remember this AIME. This exercise was conducted in Singapore, right? This is the first Asian India maritime exercise, right? It was held in Changi Naval Base in Singapore. Correct? Next thing, remember, through this exercise, the navies from Asian and Indian Navy will conduct joint drills. Apart from this, remember, if we talk about who inaugurated this exercise, it was inaugurated and co-officiated by Admiral R. Hari Kumar, who is the Chief of Naval Staff for Indian Navy. Correct? So remember this AIM exercise. Next, here you can see AIM 2023. It was the first Asian India maritime exercise that was held in Singapore, and who inaugurated it or who inaugurated and who co-officiated it, he will be Admiral R. Hari Kumar, who is the Chief of Naval Staff for Indian Navy. Next, here you can see Dr. Jitendra Singh's 6-day visit to UK, and here if we talk about some of the key points, like Dr. Jitendra Singh chaired the India-UK Science and Innovation Council meeting that was co-chaired by George Freeman, who is our UK Science Minister. Then at the council meeting, Jitendra Singh also announced the establishment of India-UK Net Zero Innovation Virtual Center. Next, India and UK signed a landmark agreement to collaborate on science and innovation that will drive economic growth. Also remember, and one of the interesting current affairs for today is that Ajay Banga has been officially declared as the president of World Bank, and the main objective and that or the main goal that he will be working towards is the climate change, right? How to invest in climate change, how to develop infrastructure at the global level to fight climate change. Next, similarly, our External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar visited Guyana, Panama, and Colombia and the Dominican Republic from 21st to 29th of April. During his visit, if we talk about, India and Guyana signed an air service agreement to facilitate easy travel between India and Guyana. Then second, Dr. S. Jaishankar joined Irfan Ali, who is the president of Guyana, and it was for the commissioning a ceremony of GRSC built ocean going passenger cum cargo ferry, that is Malisha. This was also inaugurated in Guyana itself. Correct? So these are some things that you need to remember, and some other deals were also signed during his visit. Next is Global FinTech 2023 APAC to become the world's top fintech market by 2030. I repeat, according to a report that is Global FinTech 2023 Reimagining the Future of Finance, This report was jointly produced by BCG, that is your Boston Consulting Group, and QED, that is QED Investors, that is the Asia and Pacific region, is expected to outpace the United States of America and become the world's top fintech market by 2030 with a projected compound annual growth rate of 27%. I repeat, recently this report was released and stated that as we know that de-dollarization is going on. Yesterday, 0.25 basis point rate hike was also done by the Fed. Then apart from this, we are seeing that many countries are opting yuan, Chinese yuan as their currency to buy or trade in the for petrol. And even if you remember, almost 18 to 19 countries have shown interest that they want to join BRICS. Also, we know that multiple countries are opting for UPI system in their country so that they can trade between India and that particular respective country. So what is happening is that the power that dollar used to have, or the power that United Nation or United States of America used to have, is now being shifted to the Asia Pacific region, right? And this APAC, Asia Pacific region, this includes our China, India, all right, and these are one of the two important players in this region who will be changing this fintech sector, because we know because of the introduction of the UPI, India is the player that has changed the game of transactions between two players. All right, so for if there are A and B and they want to transfer money from one bank account to another, they can do it easily with the help of UPI. And earlier when this used to be done was the certain amount of charge was carried out, but after the introduction of UPI it has become free. And even because of this only we are seeing that almost every individual or almost every shop in India is comprised of these barcodes or UPI QR codes, just by scanning which a individual can do payment for the services or goods that he brought. So in this report it is stated the same that by the year 2030 it is expected that Asia Pacific region will be outpacing USA and become the world's top fintech market by 2030, and it is expected the annual compound growth will be here of about 27%. Correct? Important, and definitely you should know about this. Next, which payment app partnered with NPCI to rule out face authentication? So remember recently it was your Airtel Payments Bank that collaborated with NPCI, that is your National Payment Corporation of India, in order to roll out face authentication for Aadhaar enabled payment system, right? Through this launch, Airtel Payment became the first four banks to offer face authentication for the Aadhaar enabled payment system in India, right? If we talk about this face authentication feature, if you want to do any transaction or if you want to log in into that particular application, then you will be needed to take face authentication should be done, this process should be done, and then only you will be able to log in it, right? It is similar to your unlocking a phone, that if you have a face authentication feature, then you can easily unlock your phone and or you can easily unlock your phone as your camera will be detecting your face. But if it is not your face, then phone will be requiring additional pin or your pattern whatever you have decided in it. Correct? If we talk about Airtel Payment Bank, who is the MD and CEO here? Anubrata Bishwas. Where is the headquarter? It is in New Delhi, and it was in January 2017 that this was established. Next thing, remember, Airtel became the first company to launch 5G in India. Alright, 5G in India was first launched by Airtel. Remember this also. Next is Pine Labs has partnered ICICI Bank to accept digital rupee on their point of sale terminals. I repeat, recently it is your Pine Labs India, the merchant commerce platform. They have announced that they have announced the acceptance of the digital rupee, that is your e-rupee or central bank digital currency, on its point of sale terminals across key retail outlets in Mumbai, Maharashtra, Bangalore, Karnataka, in partner with ICICI Bank. Right? The execution of Pine Labs e-rupee payment process is completely digital via dynamic QR code that is built within a smart Android point of sale terminal. The acceptance of e-rupee will provide a seamless payment option to the user and improve the operational efficiency to merchants with Pine Lab point of sale terminals. Correct. If we talk about ICICI Bank, who is the managing director and chief executive officer here, Sandeep Bakshi, and Mumbai, Maharashtra is the headquarter here. In 1994, this was established, and Hum hai na ख्याल आपका. This is the tagline here for ICICI Bank. Correct. So it is your Pine Lab that has partnered with which bank? It is ICICI Bank to accept digital rupee, that is your e-rupee, on their point of sale terminals. Next, Bharti Airtel and Dialog Exita. Alright, Bharti Airtel and Dialog Exita has signed a binding term sheet for merger of their Sri Lankan subsidiaries. I repeat, for the merger of the Sri Lankan subsidiaries, which two organizations signed a binding term sheet? It will be your Bharti Airtel Limited along with Dialog Exita. It is the Sri Lanka's largest telecommunication service provider, and they signed a binding term sheet for the merger of their Sri Lankan subsidiaries. Right? The new entity is said to become the largest telecom provider in Sri Lanka. As a part of this agreement, Airtel would receive a stake in Dialog that represents the fair market value of Airtel Lanka. Correct? Next, if we talk about Dialog Exita, who is the director here and chief executive officer? Supun Virasinghe. Headquarters is in Colombo, Sri Lanka, and it was established in 1993. If we talk about Bharti Airtel, Ashish Chandra is the chief executive officer. Colombo, Sri Lanka is the headquarter, and it was established in 2009. So coming back, remember, it is your Bharti Airtel and Dialog Exita that is recently getting merged, and Bharti Airtel will be getting some amount of stakes in Dialog Exita also. Correct? And it will be one of the largest entity or largest telecom provider in Sri Lanka after the merger. Next is Dwara Smart Gold and Jana Small Finance Bank. They have partnered to offer gold loans. I repeat, Mumbai, Maharashtra based Dwara Smart Gold Private Limited. This is a fintech and a portfolio company of Dwara Holdings. They have entered into a partnership with Bangalore, Karnataka based Jana Small Finance Bank to offer gold loans. This offer is initially offered in Tamil Nadu, Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra. Under this partnership, Dwara Smart Gold will provide gold loans to its customers with Jana Small Finance Bank as the leading provider. Correct? Here, customers of Dwara Smart Gold will have the option to apply for gold loans through the platform and get money into their bank accounts. The loans will have competitive interest rates and flexible repayment option. Next is CA Institute and ICAEW has renewed their MOU. I repeat, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India and Institute of Chartered Accountants in England and Wales, the two premier globally renowned accounting bodies, have recently renewed their memorandum of understanding, which will open opportunities for the appropriately qualified members of both the institutes. The MOU, which will be reviewed after 3 years, was renewed on 24th of April 2023 in London, UK. The CA Institute had over 3.8 lakh members, whereas the ICAEW has over 2 lakh members. Correct? Next, BharatPay has acquired how much percent stake in the trillion loans? Right? So BharatPay, that is a fintech company that has acquired 51% stake in Mumbai based Trillion Loans Fintech Private Limited, that is a NBFC, that is a non-banking financial company. Trillion Loan sells a range of secured and unsecured loans to small businesses and credit products such as auto, gold, and education loans to the retail customers also. BharatPay will bring in the product and technology capabilities to enable Trillion Loans to launch new and path-breaking digital lending products that will cater to a diverse set of business owners and clients. So BharatPay acquired 51% of the Trillion Loans. Next, here you can see Fintella Dritei, Fintella Dritei and Fintella plantiniki. These are the name of the two new spider species that have been discovered in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. I repeat, Fintella Dritei and Fintella plantiniki. These are the two new species of spiders that were discovered by ZSI researchers in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. So remember the name of the state here. Next is related to sports. Badminton Asia Championship 2023 was held and Chirag Shetty and Swatik Sairaj Ranik Reddy, they have recently won the men's double title at the 2023 Badminton Asian Championship. So remember, Badminton Asian Championship 2023 was held recently and Chirag Sethi and Swastik Sairaj Ranik Reddy, they have won the men's double title by defeating the Malaysian player. And they became the first Indian men's double player to win a title at the Badminton Asian Championship. Correct? Important. And this was the 40th edition of this Badminton Asian Championship. Next is related to F1 race. So recently, Azerbaijan Grand Prix was held recently, and who won this Azerbaijan Grand Prix? It was won by Sergio Perez. Sergio Perez drives for Red Bull, right? Sergio Perez, he's a Mexican driver and he's from Mexico. He drives for Red Bull and he has recently won the F1 2023 Grand Prix, F1 2023 Azerbaijan Grand Prix that was held from 28th to 30th of April. It was held in Azerbaijan itself. Correct. Here you can see Sergio Perez secured the top position. On second, Max Verstappen. Third, Charles Leclerc. Fourth, Fernando Alonso. And fifth was your Carlos Sainz. Next is obituary. Mahatma Gandhi's grandson Arun Manilal Gandhi, author and political activist, has recently passed away. Arun Manilal Gandhi, he was 89-year-old author and social political activist who passed away recently in Maharashtra, and he was Mahatma Gandhi's grandson. He was born to Manilal Gandhi and Sushila Masurwala in Durban, South Africa on 14th of April in 1934, and he is the fifth grandson of India's legendary leader Mahatma Gandhi ji. Next is World Press Freedom Day. When do we observe this? This World Press Freedom Day is observed on 3rd May. Right? It is to create awareness about the importance of free and independent media. 3rd May marks the 30th anniversary of World Press Freedom Day, and there is a theme that you need to remember for the same is shaping a future of rights, freedom of expression as a driver for all human rights. This is the theme for the World Press Freedom Day. So friends, that's all for the today. Let's revise all the current affairs. India's CSIR and Israel's DDR&D, they signed an MOU on Industrial Research and Development Cooperation. DOE launched Vivad Se Vishwas scheme for relief to MSME for COVID-19 period. Niti Aayog released a best practice in social sector, a compendium 2023 in collaboration with United Nations Development Program. Indian Army's MES signed an MOU with IIT Kanpur for making cantonments carbon neutral. AIME 2023, that is first Asian India maritime exercise initiated in Singapore. Highlights of the Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh's 6-day visit to UK. You can read it directly. Then External Affairs Minister also visited Guyana, Panama, Colombia, and Dominican Republic. Global FinTech stated there was a report that stated that Asia Pacific region will become the world's top fintech market by 2030. Airtel Payment Bank partnered with NPCI to roll out face authentication for the application. Then Pine Lab partnered with ICICI Bank to accept digital rupee on their point of sale terminals. Bharti Airtel and Dialog etc. They signed a binding term sheet for the merger of their Sri Lankan subsidiaries. Dwara Smart Gold and Jana Small Finance Bank partnered to offer gold loans. CA Institute and ICAEW recently signed, they have renewed their memorandum of understanding. BharatPay acquired 51% stake in Trillion loans. Fintella dhirdate and Fintella plantiniki, these are the species of the two new spiders that were discovered in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Then Badminton Asia Championship was held, and for the first time Indian men's double player Chirag Shetty and Swastik Sairaj Ranik Reddy, they have won the Badminton Asia Championship 2023. Then Sergio Perez, he drives for Red Bull and he has won the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Mahatma Gandhi's grandson Arun Manilal Gandhi, he recently passed away. World Press Day is observed on 3rd of May. So these are your important current affairs for the day, friends. Now it's time for your revision. UK based Indian origin actor and author Meena Syal, as you can see here in the picture, she has received the BAFTA fellowship. Important. World Asthma Day on 2nd of May. World Tuna Day also observed on 2nd May. International Workers' Day is observed on 1st of May. Golden Globe race was held, and in this, the first Indian and Asian will be Abhilash Tomy, who has completed the Golden Globe race and he secured the second position. Next, Indian Air Force participated in an exercise that is INOCUS, and this was held in Greece and it was conducted and hosted by Greece Air Force. So that's all for the revision today, friends. Now it's time for your homework. First, what is the theme of International Girls in ICT 2023? Which institution released the Promoting Millets in Diets report? Third, Washington Declaration is bilateral agreement that was signed between US and with which country? So these are your 3 homework questions, friends. I hope you have understood the assignment. All you have to do now is like the video, comment below and let us know what are your views for the same. If you want me to continue with such sessions, and if you are in learning multiple new things from my video, then I do want you to comment below and let me know, because this will motivate me and to make better content for you in the long run. So that's all for the day, friends. Thank you and have a nice day. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.